guys. This is a book summary of one of my favorite books, 3% Man. How to Be a 3% Man by Coach Corey Wayne. Now, I have developed most of what I know about male-female dynamics, male-female relationships from Corey Wayne. I've learned from other men as well, Elliot Hulse and some pickup artists. But here's the thing. What I value the most about Corey Wayne in his book is he doesn't focus on the pickup lines. He doesn't focus on the tricks and the quick little tactics. He focuses on principles. He focuses on the things that work, that you can apply towards any male, any guy. Now, if you're listening to this, you might be thinking, you might have a bunch of excuses coming up in front of your face. You might have a ton of excuses on why you don't want to trust him. You may not even like how Corey Wayne looks, which is such a dumb thing to say because, yes, you might look at some men and be like, I inspire to look like him, or I want to be like him based on how he looks, but you should learn. And the reason why I'm saying that is because he's bald, and some people don't like how he looks, how he sounds, but at the end of the day, it's not about how someone looks or sounds, it's about what they're saying. If you can learn to train your brain to look for information and the truth and principles and knowledge, then you will not care about how someone looks because you realize it's not really a big deal. And on the inverse, you have people that look beautiful, but they're scammers and they don't have good principles. So it's really hard to trust those people because what comes out of their mouth, how can you trust them? Now with Corey Wayne, I will be upfront, he's not a Christian. He does use his powers for evil, I should say, not for good. He does sleep with a lot of women. He does get a lot of chicks. Spider-Man's Aunt May would be very disappointed that he did not use his power for good. With much power comes much responsibility. So I will say as a warning, when you read this book, you will understand women. You will have a magic power activated. You will be very tempted and will be able to sleep with lots of women. But that doesn't mean you should. Because in this group, we all have faith. We all want to be good stewards with our gifts. And the ultimate goal of finding a good woman is so you can marry her and build a family with her. So don't waste your youth and your vitality and your strength on hoes, on girls that are not worth it. It's a waste of time, it's a waste of energy, and trust me being a married man, you will bring those scars and that information and those memories and experiences into your marriage, and they just don't leave your head. Maybe sometimes they leave and sometimes they come back in dreams. You don't want to carry a bunch of luggage, so to speak, into your marriage. You want to have a clean slate. Now you can learn all these skills. You can learn how to talk to women, and there's 5 aspects of relationships, 5 aspects of male-female dynamics that I want you to understand that this book talks about each and every category. You have pickup, dating, relationships, marriage, and family. I would say Corey Wayne is not strong in the marriage and the family aspect, but he's strong in the first 3, pickup, dating, and relationships. So, leave the good and keep the good. Keep the good, leave the bad. Enjoy what he's good at. Have an open mind and take a look at this book. This book helped me meet my wife. I have a great family. We have a child. And when we dated, this is amazing. All his stuff helped me exactly like it says in the book. It says, let me give you some tips here. It says that she will fall in love with you within about 8 weeks. If you apply everything correctly and you don't mess up, she will fall in love with you within 8 weeks. And guess what? 8 weeks on the dot. What are we? Are we just friends, or you want to be serious? Exactly like the book said. And I'm not going to go through every single thing, but I will give you some nuggets here because Coach Corey Wayne, as you know, in the courses, I'm going to have a whole course about, in the love section, how to get a girlfriend, how to talk to women, how to make them fall in love with you around 8 weeks, and how to find women and decide that they're right for you. So the course section, go above, and I will continue to upload more and more and more in these sections so you can have the knowledge to help find the woman of your dreams and take it to the next level, because that's what life's about, taking it to the next level. So within the book, I'm just going to throw out some nuggets here. He recommends that you read the book 15 times. I've only read it 5 times. So I consider myself a 3% man, because you got to read the book, you got to apply it. It worked for my life. I'm a 3% man. Only 3% of men in the whole world know this knowledge. And you've heard the saying before. 80% of the men are dating 20% of the women. Sorry, it's actually the opposite. That's the sad part. 20% of the men are dating 80% of the women. What does that leave for the men who don't know anything? Scraps. If anything, men are dying more as incels, they call them. And I don't like that word, but they'll never have sex in their life. They will never get married. They will never have a girlfriend. And the girls they do try to talk to, those girls just go sleep with and go be with the 20%. If you want to be a 3% man, that puts you above the 20%, and that allows you to get whatever woman that, now let's go into that. You can't get any woman that you want. Here's some concepts from the book here. Again, there's hundreds of videos, thousands of videos, hundreds of beautiful principles that he teaches. I'll just go drop maybe the top 5 or a few of them, and again, you got to read the book and you got to go to the courses. You want to look at the woman in your life, because women choose us. Men are in control of the sex. And yes, you might think that's opposite, that women are in control of the sex. It's actually the opposite. It's the man's fault whether sex happens or not, because he has the dick. He has the power of force. And you cannot force a man to have sex with you. It's very rare. So for the most part, men have the choice of whether sex happens or not. But women have the choice of whether they're even interested in you in the first place. If we're looking at a scale from 1 to 10, and a woman is a 5 or greater in terms of attraction towards you. I'm not saying she is a 5 out of 10. I'm saying that she looks at you and you are a 5 out of 10 in terms of attraction to her. If it's 5 plus, you have a chance. You can increase that attraction level. If you do things right, you can potentially increase it. If it's a 4 or below, you have no chance. I mean, you might be able to work really hard and get her to a 5. But even still, it's very low attraction. So it's going to be a lot harder to play that game. So we don't, with these rules and these tricks and these principles, we don't just go to any woman and try to get them to like us. That's the hard part. We think that, look, I want that for myself. I'm going to go get it. Unfortunately, it's not how love works. Money can buy sex. It can't buy love. So when it comes to love, the woman has to, for some reason, has to be interested in you. And we can't control Mother Nature. We don't know why she's attracted to you, to us. We just, either we are or we're not. There could be 2 girls, 2 women. Think of the most attractive woman that you've ever thought of. She's a 10 in your eyes. You've got 2 of them. They're both exactly the same. They both look like a 10 in your eyes. When you're looking at them, dang, those are 10s. But when they look at you, this girl views you as a 5 out of 10. And for some reason, this girl views you as an 8 out of 10. And they both look the same in terms of attraction. Because you don't know them, but you look at them, and it's like, okay, they're both pretty much like 10s to me. Which one should you choose? According to Corey Wayne, he's been through the game. He was young. He used to go for these girls, the ones that don't really like him too much. He would put the work in. He got older. He realized, like, why? As you start talking to more women, you look at the women that are attracted to you. You know, you got this woman over here. She's attracted to you. You got this woman over here. You're dating her too. You're dating all these women. And each one of them kind of likes you. You know, she likes you a 4 out of 10. This girl likes you a 6 out of 10. And this girl likes you a 7 out of 10. And you just kind of like look at the girls and you like, which ones am I attracted to, and which one's more fun, and also which one has a higher attraction to me. So you would eliminate her. She has a low attraction to you. She's not really reaching out to you as much. She's not as fun. This girl's not even interested. This girl's fun, and this girl's fun. This girl's not really. So you just kind of hang out with these ones, and you kind of see like, which one should I marry? Which one makes more sense to me? And you can continue dating and adding more girls to the queue if you want, but eventually you kind of narrow it down, and you would choose the woman with the higher attraction towards you, and hopefully the ones that with the value systems that you have, that you desire. We can get into that later in the course. But the moral of that story is, why choose a woman? Like, at the end of the day, you want her to try for you. You want her to put the effort in for you. Versus this other girl's not putting in the effort. She's attractive, but she's not trying. You want a girl that's crazy for you. So that's something guys don't even have a chance to think about. Maybe they're at the beginning stage, like, look, I would love to have that many women, but I just need to even get a girl's number in the first place. But I'm telling you, a lot of guys, their strategy is wrong from the get-go, because they will ignore the girl in the friend zone, just like girls do. And they ignore the girls that are interested in them, and they just go after the girl they're interested in, and it's a negative loop because that girl's not even interested. If we're looking at this like sales, you might talk to 50 women, and out of 50 you might have 3 that are interested in you. And out of those 3, you have the scenario that we just talked about. This one maybe is like a 4 out of 10, like she's interested, but she's just busy talking to other dudes. This girl has a high attraction level to you. She texts you back quickly. She's almost like just can't stop looking at you. This girl's kind of average. You kind of got to choose. Do I want to choose the average and kind of maybe bring her to a 7, or do I want this girl that's like super highly attractive? Again, it comes down to what you want. But if you don't want these ones, get more girls. Talk to another 50, and you get another 3. It's a numbers game. You got to put in the numbers. And so, anyways, Corey Wayne talks about a lot of interesting principles, and I think one of those right there is the attraction principle, is you always want to find a woman that is attracted to you. Now, let's go over a couple more principles and we'll call it quits, and you guys can check out the book and also check out the course. There's another interesting principle that I mentioned earlier is, you don't want to mess up. She can fall in love with you within 8 weeks if you don't mess up. A man's job, if you have a girl that has an attraction level 8 out of 10, and she loves you and she's in love, you really just should not mess up. Because when guys mess up, the attraction level drops. And that's how God designed it, ladies and gentlemen. God designed it to where we have to be on our toes. We like to think that women are loyal like we are. They're really like cats. Women are like cats. And that's another principle that Corey Wayne talks about. Women need to go and come back as they please, and if you scare them too much, you over pursue, you scare them, you're too aggressive, you make too many mistakes, they will not come back, they'll run away. But a dog, you can pretty much kick a dog, it'll still be loyal to you. It's a pack animal. Not saying you should kick a dog, but I'm just saying, like, us men are loyal. Women are not, I would say, designed to be completely loyal through the worst of times. So us men have to stay on our toes and keep the attraction level above a 5 and get as close to a 10 as possible always. So within the book, if you turn to the middle, there is a section that has like a graph where it's 1 out of 10, and you can read this and find out the behavior of your woman. And if she is exhibiting a certain behavior, you would realize that, hey, she's probably at a 6 out of 10 right now. I got to bring that up to a 7, 8, 9 to keep our relationship happy. You want to get this number as high as possible. If you mess up, it drops. And eventually, if she gets below a 5 out of 10 attraction, you have a high risk of getting broken up with, and you have a high risk of ruining the relationship. And I'll leave you with this last principle. It's really good. It is statistically impossible. Corey Wayne always says it is statistically impossible to get broken up with from a girl that is pursuing you. It's impossible. Then why do guys get broken up with? It's because at that moment, the woman was not pursuing them. If a woman is always pursuing you and always fighting for your attention, always fighting to try to get you to like her more, and you should always reward attention with good behavior. If she has good behavior, then you reward her attention. So you don't just give it to her, but as you're going through the stages, she's pursuing you, and you got to flip the tables to where you're the one that's playing hard to get. You're the high value man. You're the hard catch. You're the catch. She has to pursue you to get you to marry you, to get her to marry, to get you to marry her. Because women are in charge of relationships. Men's job, and this is one of the best principles and main core principle of Corey Wayne's work. Men's job is just to hang out, have fun, hook up. That's what he says. Hang out, have fun, hook up. Now, as a Christian, we don't believe in hooking up. We don't believe in fornicating. We believe in getting married and hooking up. So we do believe in that, but you gotta get married first. Hang out, have fun. Hang out, have fun. Hang out, have fun. Nothing serious. Don't even mention relationships. Hang out, have fun. Don't mention marriage. Don't mention relationships. Let her be the one that brings it up, and you're the one that's always like, I don't know if I want to marry you. You know, you always gotta play that game. You always gotta like, act like you don't want to be tied down, even if you desperately want to. And when you're doing that, she's always pursuing. Therefore, it's impossible to get broken up with. The problem is men flip it, and they over pursue the woman. They bring up relationships, marriage, and stuff first. It scares the woman because she thinks, wow, I must be a catch. If he's pursuing me and wants to marry me, I must be a catch. I must be really attractive and better than him. I must be better for him. Better. It's too good for him. And then they break up. But if you never bring it up and you just have fun and she's always bringing it up and you're like kind of ignoring it, she is perceiving that you're the catch. She's trying to get you to get locked down. She has to get you and got him. So, remember, it's statistically impossible for you to get broken up with if a woman is pursuing you. Now, how to get a woman to pursue you is a whole nother thing. Again, I will make more videos that talk about it specifically in the course. It's going to go over each category: pickup, dating, relationships, marriage and family. But right here is just the 3% man, Corey Wayne. Read this book, make this your staple, read it multiple times, then apply it, and then go through the course, and you will find your woman and have her fall in love with you and be successful in your relationships. And trust me, I've learned a lot. I've made mistakes. We'll go over that stuff in the course. But this book is a great resource for anybody who is serious about finding love and with having relationships and being able to have sex in God's eyes the proper way within marriage. Because there's nothing wrong with that. You just got to do it right. Khaleesi out. Check it out now. Link below.
He says or does, she is not going to be able to sway him from his path or from his purpose in life. A true alpha male, a man who goes for what he wants and has positive expectations that he will achieve his goals, will choose his purpose and his passion over a woman if faced with the choice. Masculine energy, after all, is about purpose, drive, mission, succeeding, accomplishing, breaking through barriers, achieving goals, etc. Be honest, gentlemen, if you did not care at all, you would not have picked up this book. Obviously, something is not working with what you are already doing. Women love men that understand them and how attraction works. If you ask most guys if they understand women, they look at you like you are speaking a foreign language. Most guys are clueless in that department. The sad reality is, most men are talking women right out of dating them, sleeping with them, having a relationship with them, etc., because they simply have no idea what creates attraction and what turns a woman off. What this book will do for you is to give you more than just a clue. It will give you a whole new insight into understanding women, the subtle differences that make the difference in attracting women. I will take you through the process of understanding simple step by step. This book was designed to give you the answers to the questions you have about women regarding pickup techniques, dating skills, relationship skills, communication, attraction, sex, etc.